Welcome to the channel. My name is Othello Bonacci, and I'm a director, DP, and photographer based in the DMV. And today we are talking monitors, but more importantly, SmallHD. Little backstory: SmallHD has been around for a while. Since its inception, they have done collaborations with Red, Ari, and Sony, kinda, but the other two they have dedicated monitors for. And when I think of monitors in the ecosystem of a camera, I think about it as the glasses of the camera. So the glasses are the monitor, the eyes are the lenses, and the brain is the camera. And when you have a really good lens with a really good body and very poor monitoring, that leads to mistakes. And one thing I like about SmallHD is they limit that. The tools with PageOS are amazing. Most importantly, the focus peaking, because the focus peaking is the reason why I actually love these monitors. They really allow to have this like mode where they just sharpen it up a little bit so you can get critical focus, or it's kind of the slight peaking, sort of what you would get with a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera or Pocket 4K or Production or any of the Blackmagic cameras. The peaking is very, very good, and that's the kind of peaking you get from the SmallHD. But most importantly, you get a monitor that is good. You get a monitor that stands the test of time. I had a 701 that I purchased back in 2016, and I got rid of it in 2022, right? That is a long time for a monitor to be running, and it still is chugging to this day. I sold it to my boy, and he's shooting on it still. These two monitors here in particular are the 502 Bright and the Cine 7. The SmallHDs are expensive, but I'm somebody who likes to find deals and always finds deals. So I got my Cine 7 for $800, and I got my 502 Bright. So I got these two for relatively cheap. And the difference between the two, the main difference between the older models, which is the 502, and the newer models is the touchscreen. This still operates in a very tactile way. And, you know, ironically today, I was playing with my Epos Sumo, which is touchscreen, and the touchscreen just does not work. So I love having the ability to just, you know, go through the menus and do everything with a joystick. And with this monitor, it's kind of, you know, you do everything through the touch, which I think is fine. I don't think it's an issue. And it's very intuitive, but you do get like fingerprints and things like that on your monitor. So that's something to just like be aware of. So another thing that's interesting with the SmallHD monitors is that they have an integration with Teradek. So with the Teradek series, you can get modules for the back so that you can put your wireless monitors on top. I know you have things like the Mars, the Hollyland Mars, which is like a monitor transmitter, and I think that thing is amazing as well. But from a monitor perspective, being able to just add another part onto something great, it really just helps. And you can't do it with the older ones, which is the 502. You can only do it with the Cine 7s, the Indy 7s, 702 Touch, 502, like those like smart monitors they call them. But yeah, the SmallHD monitors are amazing. I've been using them since I started my career in the commercials field, I would say. So I've been using them since like 2016. I started in like 2011, but you know, when I started, I didn't know about any of these things. And I think what happens is we're in this market where there's so many monitors out there. There's so many other brands to choose from. And I think for me, when I find something that I can trust, when I find something that lets me do my job, I just sort of stick with it, and I don't really focus on what else is out there. And for me, SmallHD has by far made sure that my images look good. I'm in focus and I'm not dropping the ball. So for those who have the same problems that I do, trying to make sure that things are in focus, for those who want something they can just buy once, for those who want something that they can take along with them and sort of standardize the way they see an image, I would say SmallHD. That's all I got. They're not paying me for this. Who knows if they're ever gonna see this, but for you who is watching this video and who will ultimately buy these products for your job, as a working cinematographer, as a working director, these things work and they will continue to get my money. I don't own a production monitor by them. It's really expensive. So hopefully, that'll change. But for my director's monitors, they're both they are SmallHD as well. And I just use those with the tear deck. So yeah, that's all I got. Peace.